gameplay or comment. And best at this game, but we almost done with this series. So
here in downtown Indianapolis. Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. Along with Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. Our starting lineups.
Almost 6'10", great athleticism and length, dynamic finisher at the rim, and he can guard multiple positions defensively.
And you know what, Steve? His growth defensively has been just as impressive. He uses that length to great advantage, contesting shots. And
their homestand. They lost the last time they faced the Bucks. That one in Milwaukee. And so
open look, and he splashes home the three.
Milwaukee on D. 4-point game. Hill dishes to George. Inside to Hibbert. No luck. The Bucks go the other way with him. And for Brandon Knight offensively, he's still trying to figure it out.
I think he's best as a spot-up shooter. I mean, he does have some point guard skills. He's got some athleticism. Shooter when he's trying to set up.
And here is Hill. O.J. Mayo getting it to go from deep. Hill passes to Granger. Good. Touchdowning for Indiana. They won that game against the Los Angeles Lakers.
Well, they owned the boards at both ends of the floor in that game. I thought that was what we wanted for them more than anything else.
Well, that was one area they exploited in the matchup, and boy, did they ever exploit it.
Now, here is Hill. He picked up 18 points in their last win against the Lakers.
He was exquisite in that game, Kevin. It wasn't just the scoring, it was the passing, too, and his teammates, you could tell, were just really enjoying playing with him.
Now, here's Mayo, following the miss by David West.
What was the defense doing there? But he is not the guy to give an open look to, and yet they got away with it.
Feeds to Hibbert. High, quality look, and he sinks it. Hibbert's got his first 2 points of the night. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Knight kicks to Ilyasova. West with the steal. Fast break. Here comes Indiana. Granger with the ball. Caron Butler covering. Knocks it loose. Here's West. And there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass. Getting it done. West has got his second basket of the game. Knight dishes to Ilyasova. That's good. Pacers trail by 3. Pass to George. Dishes it to Granger. And here is Hill. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Granger misses.
You know, in Larry Drew's case, it was a bit of an unusual situation. Interviewed for other head coaching positions, and he landed in Milwaukee. You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
West misses. Bucks leading by 3. Knight passes to Mayo. That's good. The assist that time from Knight. Mayo's got 5 now. Well, Stephen, back to Coach Drew. Of course, he ended up signing with the Bucks.
Well, that was an interesting move for him to go from Atlanta to Milwaukee. You know, the Hawks were one of the better defensive teams in the league last year. I think that's what the Bucks saw in Drew. And that's the idea for him to really help this team get the most out of its players, particularly defensively.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game.
Well, George Hill, one of those unique stories, playing with his hometown Indiana Pacers. He's a native of Indianapolis and Broad Ripple High School, was drafted by the Spurs, played in their system for 3 years out in San Antonio, and was acquired by the Pacers in a draft day trade back in 2011, and it's worked out well for both teams.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Larry Drew's huddle. He made a point of telling the guys how vulnerable the defense they're facing is to the pick and roll. That'll be a play we see them run a lot this game. He also said something guys they should have a shoot-first mindset instead of trying to be, quote, too cute with the ball. So still in the opening quarter, and already some adjustments being made. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris. And prior to last season, the Pacers signing George Hill, 5-year, $40 million extension.
He's a good player, a really good combo guard, can shoot it well from distance, can run a team. Maybe not a traditional point guard, but somebody who can help you win. I think it was a good move for the Pacers.
Shot clock at 3. Here's Harris. It's rebounded by Indiana.
You know, that's a problem he has. I mean, not being able to knock down that open jumper. I think it happens far too often.
Here's George. That drops. George has got his first basket. Bucks leading by 3. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Harris against Hill. Harris kicks to Pachulia. Soft touch off the glass.
Looked like they found the soft spot.
Seconds left here in the first quarter. Granger outside. Granger right side with 1 on the clock. No luck. And we reach the end of the first quarter. The Bucks on top, up 5. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this.
Friday, March 1st, Darren Williams and the Brooklyn Nets take on the Milwaukee Bucks. A battle in the East. Hoops. Action.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
Now, they didn't waste any time getting into a groove out there. They're dialed in from long range.
The other thing they've had going for them tonight is their passing. I mean, doing a nice job. Plenty of their points early on coming off assists. Well, guys, for the Pacers, it's been a slow and long climb from the Palace back in 04. But now, with a terrific young team, fresh off a strong showing in the Eastern Conference Finals, we can finally say the Pacers are back, and they're going to be around for a while, contending for championships.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter to play. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got, Delfino and Ilyasova, the forward. Jay out there with Gary Neal. And it's Udo in at the pivot spot, heading the middle. Neal. Excellent D there for Scola. And for the Pacers, ever since that unfortunate night in Detroit, the attendance in Indiana is sad. They've been at the bottom half percentage-wise, Steve, for the last 9 years.
Well, it's time for the fans to come back, Kevin. This is an elite team. They've got really high character, good guys. Ticket prices are about 60% less than the league norm. One of the best arenas in the NBA, and hey, it's Indiana. I mean, this is a basketball state.
And here's Ilyasova outside. Good. Ilyasova's got 11.
Wow, he's got such a sweet three-point stroke. The way he can shoot it, forcing opposing bigs out on the perimeter, can really open up the lane.
Watson with it, guarded by Harris. Watson dishes to Mahinmi. It's good, and Watson picking up the assists.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
Yeah, it sure has, Clark. I mean, with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, they really haven't had to do much on the perimeter.
Now here is Harris. 20 points for him last game against
that locker room and to that team.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris?
Hey, Kevin, Jay, and that when the Sixers played some outstanding basketball. He ended with 20 points, and in addition to his scoring, he also came away with a season high for rebounds. He really was the second unit.
Is incredibly capable for this team.
Yeah, he sure is. We saw it firsthand, and it was fun to watch. He really got it rolling.
Yeah, nothing better than to see a guy confident, comfortable, on a roll, and elevating the team to high levels of play.
And the Bucks making a change here. Sanders checked in for Udo. Mayo, and the basket good. Mayo's got his third basket of the night. And back to Vogel, he really helped instill the identity of this Pacers team of toughness and defense, and Steve, that willingness to battle.
That's a perfect fit with their personnel. The way he motivates his team to defend and play with that edge. I just love this group, the Pacers team, the talent, along with Frank Vogel. Just a really nice fit.
And stolen by Hibbert. And here's a whistle. He was going up for a layup, and while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call it a foul shot or not, but sure enough they have. A couple of free throws coming up. The Pacers shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe. The first free throw is good. Pachulia, he's checked in for Ilyasova. So Johnson hits two of them. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Sanders. Roy Hibbert with the rebound.
Roy Hibbert definitely a guy that can anchor a defense.
1:44 left here in the second. Hill kicks to Hibbert. Poked away, and that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession. Milwaukee making a switch here.
Coach, thank you. Kevin, in the NBA, the reserves so crucial.
Thank you so much, Doris. Great interview as always. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back with us.
For him, he's just wide open out there.
Night.
He sees that as being their best option offensively. He also said something you don't hear too often from a coach. He told his guys they should have a shoot-first mindset.
Doris.
Ron Butler is one of those rough vets.
2 minutes gone in this third now. 6 to shoot. Puts it up from
As a quality star.
now Harris. Right now averaging 5 points a game. The teammates with a terrific feel for each other out on the floor.
And what a play to make it a close game, a potential momentum builder.
Here's Harris. Paul George making his last shot. Harris passes to Sanders. Pocket 6. Delfino dishes to Knight. Pulls up on the elbow. And again, it's Milwaukee converted. By Harrell. Milwaukee's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Against his. And the Bucks lead by just a terrific game so far. Bucks ahead, up 1. It's the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game so far. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you.
Not only does he do it, but he powers it down from there.
Yeah, the timing of these plays are just phenomenal.
No question.
Milwaukee has gone 6 of 11 when they're taking the three-point shot tonight. Very respectable. On the board for Milwaukee, starting the fourth quarter. Ilyasova and Sanders in the middle. Mayo out there with Jay, and it's Butler in at the 3 spot. Ilyasova dishes to Harris. Right through the cylinder. George. Rebounded by Harris, right side. Mayo drives in. Out to Harris. There's the 3. Get the box. Harris. Granger dishes to Hill. Now the feed to George. To stop the run. Paul George grabs the miss. Pacers trail by 6.
Into the paint, that's costly.
Well, and at this stage of such a tight game, I think this is when tired legs start to show, and the defense can become vulnerable.
Huddle. He told his team to keep looking for three-point opportunities, saying their perimeter defense isn't doing a good job getting out on our shooters. So let's keep firing away until they
This bag of shot making.
Hill against Harris. West outside. It's back to Hill. The shot's good on the assist by West.
What's going on defensively there? A lack of focus, no concentration. Too easy.
Bucks leading by 4. Harris outside. And 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Here's Granger. Full point lead.
And where's the defense? I mean, this has been pathetic at both ends.
Yeah, it has been pathetic defensively, but it's been exciting from an offensive standpoint. But if you like defense, then neither one of these teams deserves to win.
Ring shot on the way, and the basket by Harris. Harris has got 9 points now in just the second half.
I love it when a player like this shakes off a full first half and comes back strong like he has, showing a lot of confidence in his game.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Larry Drew's huddle. He told Jay that he wants their offense to run through him. Coach turned to the team in the huddle and said, quote, tonight he's going to be the player that carries us. Let's start getting the 4 touches. The other thing he stressed was the need to be disciplined on offense. He asked for good ball movement and good shot selection. Guys, they're operating under the principle that it's never too late to fine-tune the game plan. Kevin, over to you.
Thank you, Doris. Here's Knight. It's rebounded by Indiana. Now the Pacers moving it up. And it's Granger with the jam.
You know, regardless of who starts the break, it seems like he's usually the one to finish it.
And that's because of how well he attacks the rim on the dead run.
Knight kicks to Ilyasova. Dishes to Mayo. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it.
Got sloppy in a close game. You have to take advantage of every opportunity.
.11 left in the fourth quarter. Granger outside. Here's West. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket. Milwaukee's gone downtown 13 times in this game, and they're just over 50%. 7 of 13 on 3. Knight passes to Sanders. Granger with the defensive effort. Steve, what a big possession right here.
No doubt, guys. You can feel the tension in this building.
And George kicks to Granger. George against Mayo. Granger inside the line.
He should have made.
Mayo left side.
It's in! A crucial back.
They needed it. He gave it to him.
And the Pacers call time here. Seconds left in the fourth. Hibbert kicks to Granger. West right side. Granger outside. Indiana moving it around. From deep, George. He's off from 3. And they commit an intentional foul. It's another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Yeah, no question the right call at this point. You can't let them just dribble it out.
That's right. I mean, you got to send them to the line and hope for a few misses.
From the inbound, sinks it.
Every point they get now puts them one step closer to the W.
If they're not there already, Steve, just a tremendous all-around game of basketball they play.
So a close game sees Milwaukee taking this one. Clark, it was anybody's game.
As I told you after the outcome, this team kept their emotions in check and got it done.
Thank you for joining us for this presentation of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. For Clark, Stephen Doris, and the rest of the crew, Kevin Harlan saying, see you next time.
Alright, if you enjoyed the video, my name is Jaquavius Leonard Harris, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.